Hello dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah, and I would like to give my countless and boundless heartiest thanks to our merciful and Almighty God as He has kept all of us free from COVID-19 diseases, even in the greatest worldwide pandemic situations. Dear students, I'd like to welcome you to my online class today, and I hope all of you will watch the class. And so I am welcoming you to my class. I am Biplab, assistant teacher of English, Gaivanda Gopt Boys High School, Gaivanda. So let's start our today's class, dear. Before starting the class, I would like to request you to keep a notebook and pen with you so that you can answer the questions and I will give you, and so that you can take some important notes, or at the same time you can be active in the class with me. I hope so. Okay, let's start. And before starting the class, I would like to ask you a question. That means I am starting my class with a question. You have to answer the question at first. See the question. My question is, can a man remain in different places at the same time? My question is, can a man or anything remain different places, that means here and there and either and thither at the same time? At the same time, can a man or anything different remain? Your answer may be no or yes. Okay, most probably your answer may be no. A man cannot remain different places at the same time. But what may be my answer? My answer may be yes. A man. My answer is yes. A man or anything can be remain in different places at the same time. Okay. How is it possible? That means you are confused most probably. How is it possible? That means you are thinking in your mind that how is it possible? The question is, how is it possible? So before making the idea clear, you have to watch a picture, and then the idea or things and conception and my discussion will be clear to you. So let's see a picture and justify whether my answer is right or wrong. Let's jump. Watch the picture carefully, very carefully. You have to watch the picture very carefully. What do you see in the picture below? Most probably you are seeing, that means you are watching my picture. That means Biplab is seen sitting on the chair. Biplab is seen sitting on the picture. In the picture you are observing my location, where I am now. I am, follow this and remember this. I have told you, now I am on the chair. Okay. Can I remain in another places at the same time in the same picture? Okay. Let's see in another question. Where is Biplab now? If I ask you again, you can answer in different ways. You can answer in different ways. That means you can answer, he is in the teacher's room now. That means in the previous picture I was on the chair, but in this picture I am also on the chair, and at the same time I am in the teacher's room. I am in the teacher's room. You have got two places. You have got two places of my sitting. Next question is, if I ask you another again, where is Biplab now? What will be the answer? Your answer will be, he is before the laptop. You are watching laptop. He is before the laptop. That means at the same time, I am in the room, I am on the chair, and I am before laptop. So that means with the sentence patterns, my situation is being changed. If I ask you again, where is Biplab now? Your answer may be he is between the wall and the computer desk You are watching the computer desk and the wall. I am between. That means I am sitting in the between the wall and the computer desk. So dear, our today's discussion, you have already got the idea, and I think you have already guessed that I am going to discuss preposition today. Okay, you are right. Your thinking is 100% right and absolutely right. So our discussion is preposition. It will be helpful for you from student of class 6 to class 10. If you watch that class carefully, I think you must be benefited. And the student of class 6 to 10 will be benefited. What will be the learning outcomes? The learning outcomes will be, that means after end of the lessons, students will be able to classify prepositions. First of all, students will be able to classify preposition. They can be categorized the preposition. That means how many prepositions are there. You must be able to classify prepositions if you follow this class very attentively. Then students will be able to use right preposition in the right sentence. Okay, there. Now comes the question, what is called preposition? What is called prepositions? Okay, I know you have already known the answer of the questions. That means if we divided the word prepositions, we will get pre and position. We will get two different words. That means pre and position. Pre and position makes preposition. So pre means, what is the meaning of the word pre? Pre means before or in front of. Pre means, the meaning of the word pre is before or in front. That means a man or anything. That means these words, that means the prepositions are used in front of noun and pronoun. So it is called prepositions. And then position means, what is the meaning of the word position? Position means remain, stay, place or locate. Follow this. I know you are already have gathered good comments on preposition. So now I would like to see the definition of the prepositions. What is the preposition then? So we can say preposition is a word used to show the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and some other words in the sentence. So preposition is a word, or prepositions are words that helps us to identify or to clarify the positions of the things, man or inanimate or animate objects or any kind of objects. It will help you to locate. Then how many kinds of prepositions are there? We have to classify this according to the formation of preposition, according to the structure according to the structure of preposition is of 7 kinds. That means according to the formation of preposition, it is 7 kinds. Formation means structure. Structure of the preposition. Okay guys, we are watching the sentences coming one by one. So let's see. First one is simple preposition. There are some preposition that means formed with 2 letters or 3 letters may be called simple preposition. For example, in, on, to, etc. Then double preposition, in and to, into, with and in, within, on and to, onto. Compound preposition, across, about, etc. Participle preposition. Participle means ing with verb. So this is participle preposition regarding and considering. Phrase preposition according to, by means of, etc. There are many prepositions as like disguised preposition a, o, etc. Detached preposition from, for, etc. So dear guys, it is a very vast chapter, so it is quite impossible to discuss everything in details. So I am not discussing today this point because it is quite impossible on the part of me to finish or discuss everything in single class. So I will try my level best to discuss this point in another class. So we are going to another classification depending on the functions of prepositions. We can classify or we can divide it in five ways. That according to the functions of the preposition, it is 5 kinds. That means the role the preposition plays on depending on the playing of the roles or functions or actions or activities of the preposition, we can classify it in 5 categories or in 5 ways. These are first of all, first one is prepositions of time. Prepositions of time. The title is making it clear. That means that there are some prepositions that indicate the time that is used for showing or helping us to know the time of the sentence. That means the preposition is called preposition of times, and then prepositions of place. I will give you example later on. Preposition of place, the place that indicates the place or positions of situations or conditions of the things is called preposition of place. Preposition of direction, preposition of agent, and preposition of instruments or devices. Okay, we are going later example. That means it will be better to show you some example. Then it will be clear. That means you will get a clear conception if you see the example. Preposition of time. There are prepositions. There are some prepositions that denote time in the sentence. There are some prepositions that denote time in the sentence. So these are called preposition of time. What are they? We are watching in the example. Okay, dear, you are watching a sentence. It dews in winter. Winter is a name of a season. Winter is the name of a season. So, in is indicating the time. That means it's in sits before the time, winter season. So it's called preposition of time. So depending on the use or depending on the situation, we can classify in as preposition of time in this sentence. It may be different in another sentence, but in this sentence it is called preposition of time. Second example. I have come home on Sunday. On Sunday. Sunday is the name of a day, and on sits before the time. So it is called preposition of time. Is that clear? I think you have got the clear conception, and the example has made it clear to you. Then next example. We gather in the assembly sharp at 7 o'clock. Sharp at, that means just at. That means exactly at 7 o'clock. So at is here preposition of time. Preposition of time. As at is indicating the time in this sentence. So it is called preposition of time. I think you have got the clear conception, and so we can jump to second example or second preposition, the preposition of place, the prepositions of place. This preposition, that means preposition of prepositions of place denote a place in the sentence. That means these prepositions denote or specify a place in the sentence. A place in the sentence. Examples. Okay, in order to make this conception clear, we need an example. So I am showing you an example. There is a fan in the room. There is a fan in the room. Where is the fan? The fan is in the room. The fan is in the room. So, in the previous sentence, in was preposition of time. But in this sentence, follow this very carefully. In this sentence, the same preposition in is used as preposition of place or preposition of location. Preposition of location, because it is indicating the location of the fan. In is indicating or showing us the location or place or position of the fan. So this preposition in this sentence is called preposition of time. I hope you have got the clear conception, and so jump to another example. There is a painting on or against the wall. Where is the painting? If I ask you, you will see, you will say me that the painting is on the wall or against the wall. As on or against are locating the position or places or location of the painting, so this is called a preposition of place. So guys, let's give another example. There is a pond beside my house. Where is the pond? Beside my house. It is also locating or showing us the position or situations of the pond. So this preposition is called preposition of place or what? Preposition of location. Let's see another example. There is a cat under the table. So I do not need to explain it in details. Let's jump another one. Prepositions of direction. Preposition of direction. Now come. What is called preposition of direction? These prepositions show the direction of the something. Direction of something. That means there are some prepositions that shows us our destination or movement. That shows our destination or movement. Where from where we are coming or where we are going on. This preposition shows us the movement of things or person. So it is called preposition of direction. Let us see the example to make the thing clear. She is going into the room. If I ask you, where is she going? You must answer, she is going into the class. That means she is entering into the class, and it is showing the movement of the girl. This preposition into is showing the movement or direction of the girl. That means as soon as I have told you the girl is going into the classroom, you have already imagined that the girl is entering into the room from outside into inside the room. Let's see another example. Another example is all students walk towards the assembly hall. Where are all students going? All students are going towards. That means this preposition indicates us that the students are going towards the assembly hall. So this preposition is called, that means towards or to is called the preposition of direction. I hope the idea has become very clear, crystal clear to you. Now come to another example. We were going through the forest. You have already got, that means you have already imagined that we or some person were going through or in the midst of the forest. That means it is showing our movement and position also. Let's see another on preposition of agent. Preposition of agent. Preposition agent act, or that means this preposition or prepositions of agent act as an agent between a noun and usually verb. Okay, let's see an example to make the thing clear. Harry Potter was written by J.K. Rowling. Here we have observed that the book Harry Potter, the series Harry Potter was written by, that means J.K. Rowling is the agent, that means a person by which the series was written. So this is called preposition of agent. Another example, the car was driven by him. Who is driving the car? The answer will be him, by him. That means he is the agent here. He is doing the work. Who is agent? The man who acts or who works or who does something is called agent. So the car was driven. That means he is driving the car. So he is agent here. And as the preposition is used before the agent, so this preposition is called agent here. Okay, there. Let's go another example. She was hit by a car while she was going to a school. Let's see another point. Preposition of instruments or devices. These prepositions connect instruments, machine or devices in the sentence. Let's see example. She came to the wedding party by boat. That means by which? On which? If I ask you on which, on in how, that means how she did come here, you will answer by board, by using board. This is machines or instruments or device with the help of which he came to the wedding party. So this preposition is called preposition of instruments or machines or device. Most probably the idea has become clear, so I would like to show you another example. I made a hole in the wall with the drill machine. With which? That means this drill machine is already machines or instruments or device with which I have made a hole on the wall. So this preposition is called preposition of machines or device. Let's see another example. My brother opened the lock with a knife. That means with is preposition of instrument here. Now watch the picture very carefully and write 5 sentences describing the different positions of the things you are watching in the picture. Follow. Now that means if you watch the class carefully, I think the constitution has become clear to you and you will be able to write down 5 sentences on the picture I will show you now. That means I am going to show you a picture. You have to answer seeing or watching the picture, and then I will ask you the questions. Though you are out of my reach, but I imagine that you will be able to write the right answer. So let's see the picture. Okay dear, you are watching the picture here. We are watching some things in different places. First of all, there is a ball on the table, there is a table in the room, there is a teacher who is teaching, there are some books, there is a ball, there is a bag, and there is a dog. So you have to make 5 sentences. You have to write down 5 sentences describing the situations or using different prepositions of locations, mainly watching the picture. I am waiting for you. I hope you will write down the 5 sentences. And I think some of the students have already written 1 sentence, and some of the students have already written 2 sentences, or 3, 4, and 5 most probably. You have written 5 sentences. Now I will show you the answer, and you have to match the sentence with your ones. The answer may be different, but your answer must be right. My answer, if there is no similarity between the answers I have done here and the answer you are doing, there may be different, but your answer is 100% right. I am assuring you. So let's see the probable answer. What may be the probable answer? You must match the sentences with your answer. There is a ball on the table. We watched a ball on the table. So we can say there is a ball on the table. It is indicating the location of the ball. The dog is on the floor before the table. The dog is at the same time in two places. On the floor, but you can say, someone can say, the dog is before the table. This is also right answer. And let's see another example, another answer. The bag is under the table. Okay, another can say the bag is beside the leg of the table. It is also right. Another answer, the books are on the floor. The books are on the floor. Or any student can answer, the books are beside the table. This is also right answer. Okay. The fruits are in the bowl which is on the floor. That means here there are two prepositions. One is locating the bowl, another is locating. That means another is locating the location of the bowl. One is locating the position of the fruits. Where are the fruits? In the bowl. Where are the bowl? On the floor. So guys, you have got most probably the conception. I have tried my level best to make you understand or make the conception clear, but I don't know how far I am successful. Everything will depend on you and your watching, and I think I will discuss the another part of this class in another classes. I will try my level best to take this. So today I am ending here. I think you have got the clear conception, and I hope that you all of you will be well. And till then, Allah Hafiz, be well. Thank you very much.